I flew to Las Vegas to play one of the hardest and longest golf courses in all of America. It's safe to say that this golf course is not only hard, it is probably one of the best courses in the whole world. This is Las Vegas Paiute Resort. Come play 9 holes with me. Let's see if I can go under par. We are playing off the championship black tees, 475 yards this par 4 is. We're starting on hole 7, and as I said, this is the longest course in the whole of America and probably in the whole of the world. I've managed to hit the fairway with my driver, but I've still got 255 yards in. I actually minted a 3-wood here. We are actually elevated quite a bit here in Las Vegas, so my 3-wood nearly flew the green. I left myself in a pretty good spot here. In my brain, obviously, all I wanted was a nice, easy up and down, and that is exactly what we got here on the first hole. I'll definitely take a stress-free par on a 5,000-yard par 4 to start the round. Now, moving on to this par 3, hole 8, 177 yards. I don't know about you, but I was severely distracted by the views of this golf course. I'm staring straight into a Grand Canyon, and I have to hit this flush to get it anywhere near the hole to make sure that I get a nice stress-free par. To me, I was just so distracted looking at all these views. I struggled to ball strike it very well. I hit this one pretty good, and thankfully I did make an easy 2-putt. These greens are rolling so pure. We've started the round with 2 stress-free pars. On to hole 9. It's another long par 4. For this course, it's actually quite short, 450 yards. It is a dogleg right here. Now, this drive was one of the worst swings of the whole day.
Oh my God.
And I only say it was one of the worst because you will see the absolute worst swing of today. My golf game, if you haven't realized, is the epitome of I do not look pretty. I'm a 1 handicapper, but I'm a 1 handicapper because I know how to get around the course. I do not claim to have the swing of Tommy Fleetwood or Rory McIlroy, but I can hit some really ugly shots, but I can get around the course, and it's shown right here again where I've made a nice par. I had a really good second shot here on this hole. One of the downsides to being a consistently good scorer, but not an actual really, really talented ball striker like myself, is that you're able to make a lot of stress-free pars, or at least you're able to make a lot of pars and get around the course nicely. But when you have the scoreable holes like this par 5 here, it is a short par 5 in the grand scheme of Paiute Golf Resort. Sometimes it's harder to take advantage of these holes. And this is shown right here on this hole where I have literally hit 3 bad shots in a row here. And when I say bad, they were really bad. And not just that, I followed it up with 4 bad shots in a row. Now, that is the epitome of my golf game. I'm not trying to talk myself up, but my short game is good. And I have made a 9-footer. I was very confident over it for par, but I definitely should have made birdie on this. Definitely scoreable par 5. Now, we are on to a drivable par 4, or at least a short par 4. It's only playing 360 yards. These are the holes that players like myself do really well on because we are not forced into hitting driver or into hitting something crazy. We just hit a nice little driving iron, and I've hit it perfect. That is my game. Safe as houses. I've hit it straight on the middle of the fairway, and the best part about my game are my wedges inside 60, 70, 80 meters, and my putting. And that's exactly what I've done on this hole. I've put a wedge to around 8 feet, and I've given myself a great birdie chance. Unfortunately, I didn't make the putt, but that is exactly what you need to tell yourself when you line up on the tee box at the start of this hole. If you can take a 7-foot for birdie, you take it, and unfortunately if you miss, that's just bad luck. Okay, hole 12, par 3, 181 yards. Let's just take a second to just tell ourselves that this is one of the prettiest holes I have ever seen in any golf course. A par 3 over water is what wins my heart over. When you're like me and you come over the top a lot with the irons, I was very scared of this tee shot, so I aimed left, I hit a high cut, and I made a nice, safe par. You can't set up and try hit a draw when you know you're going to be hitting a cut. Save that tip for later. Play your misses. Just quietly, we are on hole 13. We've played 6 holes, and we have made 6 straight pars. I'm playing really, really good. And again, to you guys, I might not look that good at all. It really depends what you define playing good as. Do you think playing good is just being the best looking golfer and ball striking it and looking like Tommy Fleetwood or Tiger Woods? Because to me, I know I've hit some very bad shots, but the fact that I'm working around the course means to me that I'm playing good. I'm having a great round, and on this hole, I make a really nice birdie. I drove the green, I had an eagle putt. I was really pissed off I didn't make the eagle putt, and we are 1 under after 7 holes. Now, remember when I told you that you hadn't seen all the worst shots yet? Well, that is exactly what this tee shot is about to be. This is a disgusting shot. And I should be ashamed of hitting such a bad slice.
Oh my
because
God.
everyone thinks that scratch golfers and one handicappers like myself don't hit these shots. That is totally not the case. We all hit these shots. Unless you're a +6 or 7 golfer, then you're probably going to hit some ugly shots. That is just golf. You have to accept it and move on, and that is the only way you can get better. And this hole, I hit the worst shot ever. I recovered really nicely, and again, I made a nice stress-free par. In fact, I should have made birdie. Okay, we're on the last hole here at Paiute Resort, and I can't believe I'm saying this twice, but this is the best par 3 I have ever seen in my whole life. Now, for some context, not only do I need to shoot a birdie or par to stay under par on this round, but also I'm playing for 8 skins that are worth $500 between my teammates. And if I make birdie, I get the money. And I have absolutely stumped it to 3 feet. I've made the birdie, I have won the cash, and I've also shot under par at the hardest course in all of Las Vegas. Guys, if you enjoyed this sort of golf vlog, let me know in the comments, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the new exciting content that is coming up soon. Thanks for watching.